Welcome to a mini episode of Go FUD Yourself. As JD and I were talking about, we got some pretty interesting announcements from DeFi Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I heard, well, there's kind of two parts to this, right? There's the, no, just one part?
I'd say there's two.
Yeah, I think there's two parts, the PvP and the announcement with Metis.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole show.
Yep, we're done. Yes, so we have announced that we have a brand new partnership with another blockchain, which is an Ethereum L2 known as apparently Metis. Apparently I've been saying it wrong the whole time, which I feel bad about.
Metis.
But, yep, yeah, it happens.
I don't feel bad.
You shouldn't. It took me forever to learn how to say Avox the right way also, so it's par for the course.
I'm sorry.
Apparently
Excuse me?
that's how you're supposed to say it. I didn't know that either. But
I've heard that. I just don't agree. It's just not going to happen.
So Metis or Metis, either one, we did announce a new partnership with them. They are an Ethereum L2. We are very, very excited to be entering this partnership with them. And what we will be doing in this partnership is we will be delivering player versus player combat exclusively to the Metis blockchain, which we are super, super excited to finally be, bringing player versus player combat to fruition and putting it in front of our players. We want to see people win, want to see people lose. I said it earlier. Does anyone win if someone isn't losing? Because I feel like no, right? Like you can't win if somebody else isn't losing. So really, really, just genuinely, like our whole team is so stoked to see this happening. Because of the partnership with Metis, we are able to do this a lot sooner. Well, sooner, maybe not a lot, but sooner than we'd originally anticipated. So it's just a really awesome boon that has kind of rapidly evolved, and we're excited to be announcing it here at ETH Denver.
Okay, so a little bit of logistics. I gather that there's no new realm.
No.
There's just a Metis zone.
Correct. Yep.
What does that mean for your players?
Yeah, so PvP will live in the Coliseum. And so the Coliseum will be launched on Metis. And basically what that means is it's a dedicated area for that function. So whereas, Crystal Vale and Sarandale, which are on DFK chain and Clayton respectively, they have crafting, they have questing, they have the hero marketplaces, they have more of the entirety of the game loop. And essentially what that means is when your heroes are ready to go do battle and to see if you can win some glory, those heroes will travel to the Coliseum in order to compete for that glory.
Okay, big question. Why is DeFi Kingdoms on Metis?
So many reasons, I guess, really. But, one of the big ones is it's a fantastic way for us to get exposure to the Ethereum network. Realistically, if you're familiar with DFK, we will not be on ETH mainnet. Because everybody would go broke instantly. But there's a lot of chains that can't handle what we do. We are very transaction heavy. We're very gas heavy. And so this gives us an opportunity to have exposure to the Ethereum network in a more sustainable way. But having met with the team and like the Metis team and gotten to know them and talked to them a lot over the last month, they're a really solid team that really believes in the vision and the future that we believe in as well. They see the potential of DeFi Kingdoms and they want to be a part of it. And they really just see the future of blockchain in a very similar way that we do. And so the collaboration was just instant. And it was like, well, let's figure out how to make this happen because, this is going to be a beautiful partnership. And that's such a big part of it. We've always approached chains as partners, not as like hosts. And to have teams, and we've seen this with Ava Labs, we've seen it with Clayton Foundation as well, to have teams that have those aligned visions, those aligned goals, and really just believe in the same thing, it just makes it that much easier to build together and work together and be successful together.
Okay, so for DeFi Kingdom's current players, does this mean that it's going to be more efficient to play? Does it mean that they're going to have an onslaught of new players? What does it actually look like on a day-to-day basis for them?
why not all of it? No. So for our current players, I mean, I think the biggest highlight for our current players is holy crap PvP. Dreamer started the announcement yesterday with the number one question we've been asked for 2 years is WEN PVP. So I think that's the headline news is you get to go kill each other
At last.
But it opens the door for so much more competitive gameplay, for tournaments, for esports type content.
Cool.
Like it really just takes it to that next level. We're already planning tournaments, we're already planning prize pools, we're already planning everything.
I can't wait for like an esports DeFi Kingdoms varsity league. That's what I want.
It's gonna happen.
I want UCLA to feature DeFi Kingdom.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay.
And
goodness.
like it's gonna be awesome. And that's genuinely, we're already planning tournaments. We're already planning prize pools. Like and realistically, like that is a fantastic form of player acquisition. Yeah. Hey, come learn how to play this game and compete in this tournament with I'm not going to say a dollar amount because it'll somehow bite me in the future, but with a really big prize pool, like those are the headlines that get people's attention.
Absolutely.
And then also just the competitive spirit of player versus player combat. I'm a dungeon crawler myself in RPGs. I prefer that. That's my preference. Yeah. But especially for like content creators, PvP is where the content creation is at. For esports, like I watch League games, but I'm not watching somebody grind World of Warcraft. Like it's just not,
So
it's
what I'm hearing is more live streams of DeFi Kingdom.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's already planned also. Okay. we may or may not have some accounts already set up.
Okay, I have some other really big questions.
All right.
Is there going to be a DFK Metis merch? When does that t-shirt come out? Or are you guys going to do sweatpants?
I would say it's likely. I don't know when, but
well, you're
I would
grinning,
say it's
so I feel like you already have the design. You're gonna have to go and change it to be Metis though.
I know, right? Yeah, it's gonna be the slash. I mean, have you seen their sweaters that they have?
They're
here?
So cool.
They're awesome, right?
Yeah.
I do actually. I love their logo.
Yeah, it's
like I love their color scheme also, but I'm a mythology nerd anyway, so I was just like, this is fantastic. So I was thinking like DeFi Kingdoms with the little the leaf sprig over the eye.
Nice.
Like there's all kinds of fun stuff we can do there.
That's gonna be cool. Hey, other really big question. Have you met Vitalik's mom?
I actually did a little bit earlier.
How was that?
It was awesome. I only met her for like a split second. Sunbear, actually, one of our head of BizDev, got to talk to her for like 15 minutes. He actually gave her a bloater plushie, and there is now a picture of her with her bloater plushie on Twitter. But she was so nice. She was as nice as could be, and he said he talked to her for like 15 minutes, and that she was just the nicest, most genuine person. Yeah. So that was really cool.
She seems to be a gem of a human, and she gifted us the founder of technology. So
right,
I mean,
exactly.
She can't be all that.
Yeah. She gets a lot of passes for that. But no, she was great. It was really cool. And just so exciting to be like, holy crap, like,
yeah, absolutely.
It's you.
Totally. Okay, awesome. Well, that's the big news. DeFi Kingdoms, Metis. It's a big deal. Dreamer, Vitalik's mom. We should probably, never mind. Okay, is there anything else that you want anyone to know about that announcement, or do you want to give any alpha for upcoming announcements?
I feel like I've dropped too much alpha in the last couple days, so no on that front. But no, I would just say stay tuned. We had our AMA a little bit earlier today. It's live on YouTube. You can go watch it. But we did kind of talk a little bit more in depth. And other than that, I would just say stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of details coming, a lot of information coming. So keep an eye out. It's very exciting.
Okay, with that, Bolon, go FUD yourself.
Will do. Go FUD yourself as well.